Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. US markets yesterday was a little bit jittery, especially the technology stocks. That's because yesterday, after the market hours, Micron, a chip company, was set to announce the results. And this stock has run up 750% in last 1 year. And then, some people feel that this is not too much run because of that they are booking the profit. And then some people still feel that there is a growth story. So next day they come and buy. So that's why we have seen Samsung falling 9% one day and shooting up another 9% on the very next day. And same thing, SK Hynix, another chip making company in South Korea, it fell 11%, 12% on one day. The next day, I think yesterday they are planning to list the stock in NASDAQ. So because of that, that stock has shot up 11%. Just imagine, the top two companies in South Korea, Samsung and SK Hynix. Samsung falling 9% one day, shooting up 9% next day. SK Hynix falling 11% one day, shooting up 11% next day, right? Then Micron came out with excellent results and excellent guidance. And now in post-market hours, so Micron is up by 16%. And another chip making company, Qualcomm, is up 13%. So because of this, the Nasdaq futures is flying, and then so US futures are looking really very good. However, Asian markets are mixed. Some markets are higher, some markets are lower, and the GIFT Nifty is indicating mild positive, like 30-40 points. So for us, first the good thing, right? Crude prices crashing. Yesterday, I saw that it was trading around $76, slightly less than $76. Now it is trading closer to $72. So who knows? The way it is going, it might break $70. And this is the pre-war level. Right? So hope our petrol and diesel prices will also be back to pre-war level. So there's about 8 to 10% increase in petrol and diesel prices in the last few months. So if that is being reduced, again the inflation expectation will go down, and then the rate sensitives like banking stocks tend to do very well in a low inflation environment. So so all is well with our market. So the first good thing is that crude oil prices crashing, gold. And during the war, the peak gold went is $5,600. And now it is coming and trading very close to $4,000. It is trying to break $4,000. So from 5,600 to 4,000, it's more than 30% fall. And so in India also, if everything goes well, sooner or later, the government will reduce the import duty from 15% to 6%. So if that happens, there is one day, gold is going to crash. So I had some gold through sovereign gold bond, and I wanted to sell. So, as usual, the stiff opposition came from my wife. She said, at any cost, you should not sell the gold. So I don't know what to do. But honestly telling you, I did not expect this kind of a crash. So what I did, I sold a call option. So 1,60,000 call option I sold in MCX, and then I pocketed about 55-60,000 rupees in June series. Then I closed it, and then again same 1,60,000 call option I sold in July series, and I sold it at about 1 lakh rupees. Now it's already trading only about 500 rupees. That is as of yesterday. Now I check it will be even 400 rupees. So, at least, if I had sold, then, at least I would have saved a lot of money. But at least now I get 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees. So I have to be satisfied with that. So, there is one of my video, you may go and search, okay, how to get 25% return for your margin money, and if you have gold and if you are willing to sell the gold. And don't sell the gold and short the future and then continue to roll over the future. So whatever the margin money you are paying, you will be getting 25% return for that. And then if you are having a sovereign gold bond, you can give that as a collateral. So therefore there is no margin money required. So that is a long story. Come back to the markets. So the markets are just trying to consolidate. So after this good news from the Iran front, so Nifty shot up from 23,000 to 24,200. Then after that, market is trying to consolidate. So my view still remains the same, 23,600 on the downside to 24,400 on the upside. So because I told you a few days before, 24,000 short straddle, it was trading around 400 rupees. Of course, technically 24,300 itself is a good resistance. So let us see. So what's going to happen? So meanwhile, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Infosys, all ADRs are higher. And then Bank Nifty has taken out the swing high, which I told you already. So maybe, we still have 3 more trading sessions. So who knows, Bank Nifty has the potential to go to 59,000. So I also have some banked Bs in my portfolio, cash market. So maybe if it goes there, I'm planning to sell 60,000 or 61,000 call option for the July series. The premiums are really very, very good. So these are like, the gold example, the bank Bs example I've given you. So they are all known as a covered call strategies. So, but I can tell you at this point of time, the covered call is never been a good strategy, but there is an alternate strategy for covered call. So those kind of things we will discuss in our workshop. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.